We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity.
We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. As if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy.
Silence! The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come.
You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature.
Don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts.
It's time to buckle up for Making Sense of the Madness.
And who loves you? And who do you love?
Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here, and a judge has now just extended by 180 days the ability of the Miami sexual assault accuser of Conor McGregor, one of the many, another 180 days. Let's talk about this because I still have these fanboys, people who are extremely delusional, people that have possibly, number one, been hurt by women, okay, so much in their lives that they just have to take the side of somebody who's been accused because they're successful. And then they look at the visual appearance of these women, and they never do that. I mean, the arguments that I hear made are never any of substance, ever. For instance, the Nikita Hand incident that took place in 2018, in which he was convicted in a civil court for, many years later, that woman fought tooth and nail to get into a criminal courtroom, okay? A criminal courtroom, but was unable to do so in a country, in Ireland, where they have an 8% conviction rate of sexual assaults. Oh, she's a gold digger. She turned down roughly 4 times what she would eventually be awarded. And we're actually going to show her after winning that. And you tell me that woman is the liar in this case with all the physical and forensic evidence. And that's what we do here. We don't just believe all women. We certainly don't believe all men. We don't believe all people because we're human beings. And as a species, we are imperfect, and there are malevolent people that are sociopathic, psychopathic, enjoy lying. Okay? And in some of the gravest of circumstances. That's a real thing on every side. Every side. So the arguments that I see people make, and we're going to actually highlight this one person. I mean, it's so over the top. The arguments that are made, I don't know what to say. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to play a couple of clips in this case in Miami, because once again, you're going to hear the same arguments in this Miami case. Number one, she's not physically attractive enough for Conor McGregor to want to assault her. I got news for people. Predators prey on victims that are around. All right? So that's not a real thing. We'll go into more depth there. We're going to show the videos of the interactions he had that came out after the fact. There's this 30-second video of after the assault where he comes over and starts talking to her, but both are her face is totally blurred out. And for those that don't know about this assault case, let me break it down, because often in these assault cases, guess what is also involved? Partying and drugs. Cocaine in particular, which cocaine and alcohol, very documented. You can right now literally watch a dozen different instances of Conor McGregor on camera in media appearances, from promoting Roadhouse, right? From promoting Roadhouse and fights, you name it, to the fights that never happened, okay, to actual BKFC offense, which he's now involved in. And by the way, with this summons, you probably won't be seeing him in the States anytime soon. In fact, he may just be avoiding the States over the next 180 days. Wouldn't doubt that at all. We're being real low-key if he comes here. Wasn't at the BKFC fights this weekend, folks. Just want to point that out. So this is yet another civil case, but this case doesn't involve, as far as I know, any type of quote-unquote penetration, any type of brutal beatings. What it looks like to me from the video evidence, and it's funny because you have this misrepresentation by the national mainstream media. Like they'll use the quote-unquote term rape when a rape did not occur. Or they'll say that the security forced this woman into the bathroom. That didn't occur. I don't think that was ever part of it. What it looks like to me is that McGregor came over to her, said, let's do a little nose candy in the bathroom, and then security's outside the door of the bathroom so he can do whatever he wants. And they walk in, and he tries to rip her panties down and takes it out and tries to shove it in her mouth. I don't want to be more crude than that. I don't want to be more crude than that. And then she tries to report it to the police department, and they don't want to take that report. They tell her to lawyer up first. So then she does lawyer up, and this doesn't sound correct, and the lawyer checks on it, and sure, it does happen, and then the media makes it about her trying to extort this guy. And that's nothing compared to the forensics on the case with the woman in Ireland. That's nothing like the case in Ibiza, where a woman claimed that he was physically harming her, ended up jumping off a boat, had a broken arm, and had to be rescued by Red Cross, and then all of a sudden her truck gets firebombed and all the charges drop. Again, it sounds cartoon level that I have to talk to anybody of any respectable intelligence about this, like this isn't happening. And they want to run this guy for president in Ireland. He's dangerous. He's compromised. He's mobbed up. And it gets me super hot when I see anybody, right, left, center, non-political, political, promoting that guy. Gross. So before we get into these articles and these videos, I do want you to thumbs the video up, subscribe, share, check out the alt accounts out there, and please, if you can, $5, $10, $15, big donors, means the world to me. This matters. This is still getting political. I cannot do it without you. Give me a follow over on X, as well X, at Jason Bermas, Bermas, and please retweet the stories, like the stories, send them out to people. Here we go. Conor McGregor accuser given extra 180 days to serve summons over sexual assault. Okay, alleged sexual assault. So, again, McGregor's been dodging it. We're going to get to those videos. But first, we're going to play, again, these videos of local media and how they reported on it in the beginning. And then we're going to actually show you the video of McGregor. Again, they act like McGregor wouldn't do something like this to this girl because she's unattractive. Why is he even talking to her? What's she even doing there? Give me a break. So here we go.
UFC fighter Conor McGregor going from center stage at an NBA Finals game in Miami to the center of a rape investigation.
Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is at the Kaseya Center with the alarming allegations tonight. These are some serious allegations against UFC star Conor McGregor. A woman is accusing him of a violent sexual assault that she says happened inside a men's bathroom at the Kaseya Center. Now, Miami police are investigating. Miami police are investigating allegations of sexual assault involving UFC star Conor McGregor. The lawyer representing the accuser says a police report was filed and sent a photo of the clothes she says her client was wearing when it happened. Those clothes were turned over to police for forensic testing. According to the woman's attorney, she claims the violent sexual assault happened inside of a men's VIP bathroom at the Kaseya Center June 9th and Game 4 of the NBA Finals. In a demand letter, it says her client was forced to perform sex acts on McGregor while trapped in the bathroom. The letter adds one of McGregor's guards was in the bathroom too. It goes on to say, quote, as the victim tried to exit the stall, Mr. McGregor aggressively grabbed her, pinned her up against the wall, and then ripped the elastic waistband of her pants while pulling them down. June 9th was the same night McGregor was at Game 4 promoting a pain relief spray. In a planned skit, he punched Heat mascot Bernie. The left hook laid the mascot out, who was sent to the emergency room.
That was part of the skit. It was all a skit. We were backstage all as well. It was just part of the show.
Today, the Miami Heat addressed the woman's assault allegations against McGregor in a statement posted to Instagram saying, quote, we are aware of the allegations and are conducting a full investigation. Pending the outcome of the investigation, we will withhold further comment.
So now we're going to actually talk to the lawyer, and you're going to get more of an in-depth look on what happened.
And good afternoon. New details after UFC star fighter Conor McGregor is accused of raping a woman at a Miami Heat game in Miami. Local 10 has explosive messages from the alleged victim. The alleged assault took place inside the Kaseya Center during Game 4 of the NBA Finals.
The victim messaging the security guard assigned to McGregor after the alleged assault. Local 10's Rosh Lowe is live with the story you saw exclusively first on Local 10. Rosh.
Yeah, things are heating up in this case, and today we spoke with the attorney for the alleged victim, and she gave us these messages, which are actually on Instagram. She says they are very significant because they show, she says, that the woman in this case was traumatized. This is video of Conor McGregor at the Kaseya Center during the NBA Finals. The timestamp is 11:54. Minutes later, a woman claims that the grappler sexually assaulted her in the men's bathroom. 12 hours after the alleged incident, the woman messages a security guard who she knows. He was standing guard outside of the bathroom at the time of the alleged incident. The messages read with the security guard saying, "What's up?" The woman says, "Yo, I didn't know he was trying to expletive me in bathroom. Expletive was crazy. I pushed him off me. He pulled my pants down." "Had you not know?" LOL, says a security guard. Ariel Mitchell represents the woman in question.
What if people say you're changing your story, this is a shakedown, this is just about money?
Well, I would say that would be true if my client didn't go to the police first. My client went to the police Sunday.
McGregor's camp with this statement. After not responding to the demand for money made by claimant's counsel, she turned to the media to apply pressure. This is no more than a shakedown. As for the attorney representing the woman, this is what she says Miami police told her client.
She should seriously consider hiring an attorney to either A, resolve this before a police report is necessary, or to help her navigate once she did file a police report. My client was, as you could imagine, very afraid and frightened.
Here. That sounds very strange, that police.
You're telling me, and I told the police this myself when we went and filed the police report on Wednesday.
Okay, so after we heard that allegation, we picked up the phone, we called the Miami Police Department. They said, look, we cannot comment on an ongoing investigation, but my sources within the department tell me that simply didn't happen. It didn't happen the way the attorney.
Listen, if it didn't happen, they would just unequivocally deny it. No comment. So now here's the video of McGregor after the fact talking to this woman. And again, that some people will make the argument, there's no way because she wasn't attractive enough.
Developing this morning, Conor McGregor's team responding to new video just coming into our newsroom that appears to show the UFC star hanging out at a club with the same woman he's accused of raping. The clip circulating online seems to be taken after the alleged incident. The woman claims McGregor sexually assaulted her in the men's bathroom of the Kaseya Center during Game 4 of the NBA Finals. McGregor has denied those allegations. His attorney sent us this statement saying our account of the evening has never changed and this video only reinforces our position. We look forward to the swift conclusion of the investigation.
So, once again, you haven't seen all the evidence on purpose, right? I'm sure that, you know, first of all, we don't even know if McGregor and her had anything, conversations on the phone. Probably not, because they're right in the same place, right? But the cocaine aspect hasn't come up, and I would imagine that's part of the story, as it was a big part of the other story. And that's what really bothers me also about these people that attack Hand. Oh, because she did cocaine, she's bad. But he can do cocaine, and it's okay. So now we're going to go to the Hand clip after she wins, and then we're going to go through some of the arguments by low IQ people, okay, that try to say that this woman wasn't viciously sexual assaulted years ago by McGregor. And again, this should have put him in prison.
Behind there, over here. Would you mind stepping to the microphone in your own time?
Over here.
Just in front of the mic, Nikita, and just take your own time, okay?
And just look this way, Nikita. Into the microphone. Yeah.
Take your time.
Just come up a little bit closer, please. Just a little bit closer.
Yeah, I know.
I would like to start off by saying I'm overwhelmed and touched by the support I have received from everybody. First, I want to thank the Coleman legal team and my 3 barristers, John, Gordon, Ray Boland and Sean. They have been amazing from start to finish. I want to thank Mr. Justice Alexander Owens, the jury, all the witnesses. I want to thank the doctors, nurses and everyone at the sexual assault treatment unit in the Rotunda Hospital for looking after me, especially my own Dr. Frank Clark. I want to thank the Rape Crisis Centre, especially Cleena, who has been by my side throughout this entire period. I want to thank all the guards and the ambulance crew. I want to thank all the women and men out there who have supported me throughout this trial. For every person who reached out to me, a card, a letter, email, everything, it hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you, I really appreciate it so much. I want to thank my partner Gary, who has been so supportive for the last 4 years and has held my hand throughout this trial every day and every other day. I want to thank my mum and all my family and friends. Lastly, I want to thank my daughter Freya, who I'm most grateful for. She has given me so much strength and courage over the last 6 years throughout this nightmare to keep on pushing forward for justice. I want to show Freya and every other girl and boy that you can stand up for yourself if something happens to you, no matter who the person is, and justice will be served. To all the victims of sexual assault, I hope my story is a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be, speak up, you have a voice, and keep on fighting for justice. I know this has impacted not only my life, my daughters, my family and friends tremendously, and it's something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. But now that justice has been served, I can now try and move on and look forward to the future with my family and friends and daughter.
Nikita, what have the last 2 weeks been like?
A nightmare.
What is it like finally to be believed?
I have no words, it's unbelievable. I'm thanked so much.
Do you feel vindicated now?
Yes, I do.
A nightmare, because it was a nightmare. I have a full thread on it from 2019 that this person right here says that they've read and they don't think it's true. Women lie. What about the exculpatory evidence? There is no exculpatory evidence, by the way. There's, all the video footage, because they also say there's video footage of showing McGregor left before any of the assaults. That's not real. Again, you want to read about the actual video footage that was shown in court. You can read it right there. A judge ruled on it yet again in March. Okay, it's right in, there's the BBC article. There's nothing about missing footage of McGregor leaving. Right? This person, again, supposed to be a grown-up, hides behind, an avatar of somebody else. Supposed to be a grown-up, uses emojis, thinks it's funny. So I don't even want to get into all of it. But then this new exculpatory evidence, this bombshell evidence that McGregor says he's going to have, is that neighbors, and if you read it, say there's a neighbor that says that the boyfriend pushed her after the incident. Okay, but then says that didn't see anything. Right here, I'll just read it. Describes seeing Miss Redmond push Miss Hand, and Miss Hand fell to the floor. Miss O'Reilly then said she could not actually see Miss Hand on the ground, but said Miss Redmond's movements indicated that he was punching and kicking Miss Hand. The boyfriend at the time was absolutely livid, and yes, there was like a screaming match. He, from what I understand, recorded it audio-wise, and that was actually used in court. You think if there was any evidence that this guy was the one that beat her after the fact, you think that he's the one that rammed and I'm sorry, I'm going to be gross here, the tampon so far up that she had to have forceps take it out? You think it was the boyfriend after the sexual assault? She bruised her all around the thighs? It's ridiculous. And you think that and I've heard people try to make this argument, if that were the case, we would have known about that years ago. This would have never went to trial. McGregor, when he was finally arrested, after she named him, because she didn't name him right away, she was so traumatized, he said what happened was consensual. There's nothing consensual what happened to that woman. And let me just say this, and I'm not trying to pick on this woman, but she's a little bit heavier set just like the other woman. So, I've heard, I actually saw this person say warriors don't sleep with bigger women. This person's never been around MMA fighters. Never. I am. I can tell you right now, that's not the case with everybody. I've seen some pretty chiseled dudes, married to bigger women. There's a lot of fantasies out there. There's a lot of fantasies. There's a lot of hero worship. There's a lot of denial. And in this case, it's just totally unacceptable. This person should be not only nowhere near political office, but in a prison cell. And that's where I'm going to wrap it up. Thumbs it up, subscribe, share. Check out all of the documentary films for free. Please consider supporting the broadcast. $5, $10, $15. It does mean the world to me. There's also links down below, PayPal and beyond. I want to remind everybody, especially in an issue like this, it's not about left or right. This is a right and wrong issue. Do you have a sister, a daughter? Are you a woman? Do you care about the other half of the species? If you aren't, I'm pretty sure you have a mom at least, or did. Does this not concern you? Do you want that person in political office? Not right or left issues, right and wrong every time. I absolutely love you guys. And we will see you all on the flip side.